Deveron Gibbons.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for having me here this afternoon. My name is Deveron Gibbons, and I am running for mayor of St. Petersburg. And to give you a little history and background about me, I'm a third-generation St. Petersburg resident. I went to Northeast High School, went on to the University of Florida, got a degree in political science, and after that, I got a degree from the University of South Florida, a master's in public administration, and also finished the Kennedy School of Government at Harvard University. 11%. 11% is the unemployment rate in Florida. It's higher than it's ever been. We're in the worst recession that we've seen in Florida since 1930. It would be worse if people weren't going to Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, and other states to take jobs. We have to do something about protecting the jobs that we have here now and making sure that we create new jobs, whether it's in our clean and green economics with tourism or all the other industries, but we have to protect what we have here now. 42% is the average amount over the past 3 years that the home sales and your home values have gone down over the last 3 years. We're going to have to do something to make sure that we girder up our tax base, not just continue to build more condos downtown and have more foreclosures. Every foreclosure in our community costs the local economy $250,000 according to a national foundation. We have to stop that. We got to figure out how to make sure that we have a strong economic base right here in St. Petersburg. 90%. And 90% is exactly how far down that the building construction industry has gone over the last 3 years. That means no one's building new homes. There's no development. But the beauty of that is that look at St. Petersburg. We still have some development going on in downtown St. Petersburg. But we're going to have to girder up downtown. We're going to have to make sure that Baywalk and the pier and those things, you have to have new ideas to implement those ideas and make sure that you're not subsidizing these projects going forward. I'm a businessman. I'm not a politician. I've never run for office before in my life. I helped to run a $6.5 billion corporation every day. And so I'm going to bring business principles to City Hall. I'm not going to go back and talk about city council experience and setting policies and agendas and forever and forever. I want to talk about getting things accomplished. So I am Deveron Gibbons, and I'm running for mayor. Thank you so much.
Larry Williams.
Good afternoon. I'm Larry Williams. I would like to be your mayor. I came to St. Petersburg in 1964. I have a business here that has operated since 1982. I started the radiology departments at 2 of the local hospitals. I've raised my family. My wife Pam and I have been married for 43 years. We have 5 children and 6 grandchildren. I served on the city council here from 1995 to 2001, at which time I ran for mayor at that time, and obviously was not victorious. I offer to you experience, knowledge, understanding what goes on in the city. And I believe the #1 issue in this city as we speak today is crime. I have some solutions for crime. You've heard other candidates talking about getting rid of the police chief. I don't think we get rid of the police chief. I think the police department needs to be energized, which I think I can do. The police department understands that there are hot spots in this town. I understand there are hot spots, and for whatever reason we're not going after those hot spots, and I have reason to believe that's because our city attorneys have the position that they're not aggressive and they're afraid we're going to get sued. We are going to pursue the hot spots under my direction because I believe from crime everything else is hindered. We can't do businesses, we can't improve our neighborhoods. Neighborhoods need to be safe and stable. That's what I can bring to the table. When I was on city council, I never voted to raise your taxes. The other issue, the big issue in St. Petersburg, if you drive around the street, is the homeless and the panhandle. There are 2 distinctions. The homeless people, we have programs for, and the homeless people are the people that have ran on some tough times and need some help. We have a program called Pinellas Help. We have a second organization that could follow that called St. Petersburg Neighborhood Housing Services. And finally, we have an organization of multi-religions in Pinellas County called FAST, F-A-S-T. That can carry a homeless person that wants to help themselves through a process to get them where they need to be. Panhandlers, completely different story. Panhandlers are disrupting the city. You stop at a stoplight all over the place, they're all over the place. They've ruined Baywalk downtown, they've ruined our parks downtown, and I'm going to stop the panhandlers. Again, I think the panhandlers can be handled better because of our legal department not being aggressive enough to do what needs to be done, and we will see that that be done. It's an honor and a privilege to be before you today. I hope that I will convince you today that I am the right person to be your next mayor. Larry Williams, www.LarryWilliams for mayor. Thank you very much.
Bill Foster.
I'm smart enough to know when I'm last. Thank you, Project 912, for being here on a Sunday and for all that you do. You know, this campaign for mayor has become quite partisan-like, and what I like about 912 is that it's not R's and D's, red and blue. It's a recognition that things are broken in government, and you're mad as heck, you're not going to take it anymore. I do espouse the 9 principles of Project 912. I do believe that we are one nation under God, that America is good, that we are entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that we're entitled to that equal opportunity. But we're not guaranteed anything, but we're provided that opportunity without interference from the government. I'm a lifelong resident of the city of St. Pete, a 4th generation native. I have a bachelor's degree in public administration, and I'm an attorney by trade, and I've practiced law here in the city of St. Pete for over 20 years. Developed this foster formula that addresses some of the same concerns that you have. Public safety is number one. We are going to sweat the small stuff and adopt a philosophy that the number one role of law enforcement is crime prevention. We're going to do that through partnerships, through the use of technology, certainly partnerships with the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, but we're going to do that with a greater emphasis on sweating the small stuff. Also very concerned with the budget, and I'd like to adopt a service level budgeting process where you truly assess need versus want. And you kind of go back to basics with the Foster philosophy, the Foster formula, and that we're all about providing essential city services. Those services that you can't get anywhere else. Water, sanitation, public safety, police, fire, EMS. Those services that there is no competition and you have no other choice. We need to do that more efficiently, and we need to have as our number one goal, take less out of your pocket each month. Whether it's a tax or a fee, we have to assess need versus want and recognize fundamentally that we can no longer afford to be a city that tries to be everything to everyone. And as I like to say, some things are coming off the menu. My name is Bill Foster. I'm looking forward to your questions today. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. And I thank you once again for this opportunity.